essence.
The essence of Doc. It's moving well. Alright.
What's going on, man?
Well, hey, man. It's April 21st today.
It is April 21st, and this is our...
Oh, man.
Two would be 20th episode?
It is episode 20.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
Thank you.
More week, or one more episode, and we can drink legally.
Hey, legally.
We're going to do it anyway.
Alberta, Canada.
Yeah.
We could have drunk at 18.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for this episode 20.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to do the episode 20 on the 20th. Maybe we should have tried to do it yesterday.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
That 20th is my dad's birthday.
Oh, hey!
So,
happy birthday!
happy birthday, old guy.
Do you know who else's birthday it is?
Who?
Hitler.
Oh, we don't talk about that guy. Man, serious?
Yeah,
April 20th.
Yeah, April 20th.
How do you know that? That's sort of random.
When I was a younger lad, and we used to celebrate April 20th as 420 Day, we'd smoke a lot of pot.
Right.
I remember finding that once when I was really high. And be like,
Okay.
What? It's Hitler's birthday too? Yeah.
Did you do anything special on 420?
Me, no. Well, my girlfriend came by and we hung out. And what did we do? We had cooked a nice dinner, barbecued some steak, and made some steak salad. And just watched some shows.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
It's so damn nice.
I know. It's
so
really nice. It's like summertime around here.
Yeah.
I'm worried it's going to go away, and we're going to go right to fall.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we got a bit of a shorter show tonight.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to keep it a little simpler. We're just going to run through some news. We got a fun little Crazy Eights.
Yeah.
And that's kind of about it.
Yeah, that's about it. You got a whiskey for us to...
I do.
Nice.
I do. We can kick off our news segment.
Nice.
Trying this new whiskey, a local whiskey.
Oh.
Yes.
Even better.
Yes, indeed. From the great Northwest.
Nice.
Oh, and I got a new sweatshirt. See that? It's got a tree.
Is that the Nordic Tree of Life kind
It
of
is
thing?
the Nordic Tree of Life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
I like pictures of trees that show the roots.
Yeah.
I just feel good about that.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, trees,
Yeah.
man, necessary.
Indeed.
Plant one today.
Yeah. Well, hey, should we take it to a break? Come back with some news?
A little break and come back. And
A little bit? All right.
Hit 'em up.
We'll see you soon. We'll be right back. Wow.
I say this Pfizer Moderna, I got the vaccine up inside my Pfizer Moderna, I got the vaccine up inside my Pfizer Moderna, I got the vaccine up inside my... Got that vaccine up inside my life. I got that vaccine and I'm feeling just right.
Need a haircut.
Yeah?
Starting to turn into a hippie here.
Hey, yeah, you hippie. You want to burn some patchouli around the show?
Nice.
That'd be good.
Nice.
Well, hey, welcome back.
Hey.
Before we get to the news, let's get our whistles wet.
Yes.
All right.
Excited.
And
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited.
today we have Whitesburg Whiskey Bourbon. Oola.
Hula.
Oola for you people at home.
Hula.
Oola. And I will break the seal here. Give us each a little bit.
Yeah, you mentioned this is local.
Yes, it is distilled and here, I'll read the back for us all. I didn't realize it was local until I read through the whole thing, because it says here that hidden among the rolling hills of wheat and wine country in southeastern Washington, there we go, is a small town of Whitesburg.
Okay.
Settled in 1865, old-timers, newcomers, and everyone in between populate this tiny gem. They've woven together character and traditions of the town with new ideas and new neighbors to create a truly special place. Like its namesake, Whitesburg Bourbon Whiskey is equal parts tradition and inspiration. We source the finest aged bourbon available, barrel by barrel, to blend our own signature 4-grain mash. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Produced and bottled by Oola Distillery in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is Whitesburg, is that like in the Palouse area, maybe?
It's not. I've never heard of Whitesburg.
Walla?
It sounds like it should be from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got
All
this
right.
Oola.
See if it has a little oniony aftertaste.
Yeah. Sounds like a blend. Oh, it's kind of got an interesting smell.
It does.
It's unique. It's not really like a bourbon I've smelled before. It's almost floral. All right.
Yeah, it's like floral, but with that just a hint of bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Kind of tastes like that too.
Yeah. Ooh, that's got a heavy.
It's got some burn. Yeah. Huh.
Not bad though.
No, it's not bad. It's not super smooth.
No.
I almost want to like mix it with ginger ale or something.
Yeah.
It could be good.
At least a little water, maybe a nice big ice cube in there or something.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, more power to you. Go Washington.
Yeah, thank you, Ula Distillery.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Nice.
Yeah. But what's been going on in the world, sir?
And so much. I don't even know if we want to get into the hardcore news.
Well, I know the hardcore news that I've seen. The biggest headline was that what's his name, Derek Chauvin, was guilty.
Yep.
In the George Floyd
all 3
death.
counts. So
yeah, so that's good.
I don't know what that means for sentencing.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure it out because he was like 2nd-degree murder, and then like manslaughter, and like 3rd-degree
and that's
murder
like
or something.
Unintentional murder by like gross negligence or something like that.
Is that what it is?
That's
Okay.
kind of the theme.
And they're saying that the prosecutors are probably going to go with an aggravated count and try to get the maximum penalty they can, because there was a child present that actually witnessed it and actually testified. I think she was 9 years old at the time. So, you do that shit in front of a kid even. So
yeah, and that should have some. I mean, and it's rare to see a cop get persecuted for this kind of stuff. Like the history is they kind of get off most of the time.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And then the taxpayers end up, covering their ass with $20 million settlements and stuff. So, so yeah, I mean, I watched the videos. I just I don't get it. I don't know how you could do something like that to another person and not think that that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I watched some of the testimony. I didn't watch it all. I kind of felt like, from what I saw, the defense was looking for that 1 or 2 jurors that would, find something to hang the jury on, right? To hang it up. Like they were betting on the hung jury, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it felt like.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't know enough about it to really have a say either way. I mean, it sounds like, from the little tiny bit I do know, that justice was done. It seems like people are pretty happy and celebrating.
I think a poll had the majority of Americans agreeing with the verdict. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And I can't disagree. I mean, they had the chief of police and a bunch of his training officer and a bunch of career police enforcement people that all said no, he did the wrong thing. So,
well, this goes a little beyond it, but something that's been weird from my perspective is, from a lot of these really awful situations that have been coming to light, there's been these big pushes to like defund the police or shrink police departments. Yeah. And I think that's the opposite of what we need. We need to like fund the police more with better training and put these people through, maybe 20% of their job should be in training how to de-escalate situations.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I think we're getting hung up on the language. Like, remember when global warming came out, and then there was parts of the earth that were still getting lots of snow and stuff.
Yes.
Global warming, and they were like, no, it's not global, it's climate change. Right?
Yes.
I think defund the police came out with the wrong language,
the wrong tagline.
Tagline. It should have been, let's put the money in other places so the police have more tools to work.
Yes, or reform the police.
Yeah, so maybe that's training. Maybe that's getting social workers to go with the police on certain calls. Definitely more sensitivity training and race relation training and that kind of stuff.
Well, and just de-escalation. I think a lot of the problems comes from freaked out cops that don't know how to react in a high stress situation. Yeah,
and here's a funny, not funny, but just like a dynamite thought that somebody put into my brain. I saw it on the news or something, but they do these traffic stops, right, for minor traffic violations, right? It could be an expired tag. The one kid that just got killed, they said it was air fresheners hanging from his rearview mirror. I mean, just bogus stuff like that. It's like, take a freaking picture of the violation and send them a ticket in the mail.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to pull this guy over and it's going to escalate quick.
Well, there's like a valid concern cops have of anybody they pull over. They could be walking into some lunatic with a gun.
It's a job I would never want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I totally agree with that. Mm-hmm. And you put a gun in my hand, I'm probably going to be itchy trigger finger because I'm going to be so friggin' nervous, right?
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of person to do the job right. Not just do the job, but do the job right.
It's an insanely hard job.
Yeah.
We need
totally agree.
higher bar of qualification, more training.
And I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to, hold the individual accountable. So a lot of times they have, what is it called?
There's a term for it.
Something immunity. Acquired immunity or something like that. I can't think of the term.
Yeah.
But it's where the police aren't really, at fault for anything they do out there. It falls on the police force and ultimately the city, and then ultimately the taxpayers, you and I, right? So if a random cop goes out and shoots somebody mistakenly, and the family, rightfully so, sues, it comes out of our taxpayer dollars.
The city.
It doesn't come out. It's not the cop that's, I mean, I'm sure their life is
then our property taxes go up.
It's like, holy crap, man. So, I think they should carry insurance. I think that that immunity should go away. Better training by far. So
Indeed. Well, speaking of law enforcement, another weird piece of news I found was that a man in Nevada on death row. And death row inmates have a few rights, right? They can make certain requests. And he's requested to be killed by firing squad.
Okay, so they can, in some states, I would imagine some states only have certain...
Right now, only Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Utah, and the U.S. military allow for death by firing squad.
Wow. God, I don't know how I'd want to go, man.
But and it's causing a stir because I guess he's requesting this. He thinks the other methods are inhumane, which there is evidence. And he's like, I just want to be shot in the head. It seems like the quickest way to go.
Yeah.
And so it's becoming this case that they're...
I mean, I hope he gets what he wants.
Yeah.
Right? He's obviously guilty if he's requesting to the firing squad. But I can't think of a way that I'd want to go.
No, I mean, there's been the lethal injection, but that's had its own hiccups of people suffering.
Needles and everything to do with medical stuff.
They used to have the gas chamber, but I think that's gone away.
Yeah. Electrocution, right?
Yeah.
Hanging.
I think the guillotine's gone.
Yeah, bring back the guillotine. Could you imagine putting your head in and just waiting for the...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But I think a lot of states still do use the electric chair. I think that one's still a common one. Although capital punishment, I think, is a lot less common than it used to be.
Yeah.
A lot of the Bible Belt southern states still do it, but most...
Yeah, definitely. Definitely the Bible Belt. And certain states. And Trump was big on pushing it through federally, right?
Yeah, it seems kind of partisan in that. Like, it kind of became like the left is against it and the right's for it, which is weird. You don't think something like that would be partisan. Like, everybody should have different opinions.
On the abortion issue, right?
Yeah.
Save the babies, but we'll kill them later, or, save the mothers and...
Yeah.
But
weird. Neither of those issues should be partisan.
Sanctity of life, everybody. Sanctity of life.
Gotta pick a side, man. Jeez. Yeah,
right on.
What else has been going on?
Yeah, I got a few things, but I think maybe we should take a quick break.
Oh, yes.
We're getting low on time, and then come back and chat some more.
Let's do it. We got some more news.
Got the vaccine, I'm gonna suck you clear. I got the vaccine, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Up inside my body, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Got that motherfucking vaccine, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Up inside my body, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Up inside my body, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Up inside my body, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Up inside my body, Moderna, I got the vaccine. Up inside my body, Moderna, I got the vaccine.
Oh yeah, we're back, and I have some news, Charles.
Lay it on us.
This song reminded me of it because I titled it Fever.
Fever.
I got my first COVID shot today.
Oh,
that's the news right here. This shoulder, boom.
Yeah,
Moderna. Oh, it's a little sore.
Don't do it.
Glad you didn't do that. I got Moderna'd.
Yeah.
I had to go down to Lakewood, Washington, and wait in line for an hour. But I got through their system, and they stuck me with a needle and told me to come back in a month to get my second one. So
all right.
I am on the journey.
You're on the journey.
I'm on the journey.
If you become a zombie,
yeah.
I won't kill you. I'll put you in my shed.
Well, I might try and eat you first, so because we'll be filming the show when I turn. Maybe.
I gotta work on my cardio, right?
Yeah, or at least carry like a spike with you or something.
Big friggin' bat, right? Something.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I got to get mine scheduled.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. My shoulder feels a little sore, just like any other shot I've gotten. Like I got punched in it or something, but nothing else. Like I'm fine.
Okay.
We'll see on the second one, though. They say that's the worst one.
Nice.
All right.
Well, keep us updated. Let us know in a couple of weeks if your arm falls off.
I will. And before we pass it on, I have another world record to share.
Oh, let's do it.
I have another world record.
Is this one I'm going to be able to break?
You know, we might be able to do this
tree hugging
if we work together. This is a new world record by a man in Idaho. And he has set the new record of catching the most balls on his head with a bucket in a minute. And these are tennis balls. Apparently this is a thing. Any venture as to how many he caught in a bucket?
I got to think, is it a 5-gallon bucket? It's like a Home Depot
It was a big ass bucket. I saw the picture. It was like boom.
Oh, it was a huge.
It was a big bucket.
So what is he doing? Is he just kind of tossing them up?
Well, his friend was tossing them to him, and he was trying to catch them.
No bullshit.
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right, we're doing this.
It's a record. We're gonna do one.
We're doing this.
All right.
Are you pretty good about getting the?
Yeah, I mean that would have just as much of an impact on your results as the person throwing as the person catching.
Like, gotta make sure you can accurately throw and
exactly.
All right, so 1 minute.
1 minute, 60 seconds.
112.
Oh, you were close.
Really?
Yeah, 107. 107 is the new record. Yeah. The previous record was 102.
Okay.
And they wanted to beat it. And apparently this guy is like a world record machine. Like, that's what he does. He's a science teacher. I forget what town he's in. Okay. But a big thing is he likes to find weird world records and break them.
What else is there to do in Idaho?
I know. So we may hear about this man again in future episodes.
Okay.
Doing some weird stuff.
All right. We're coming for you.
Yes. Indeed.
All right.
What you going to do?
What other news do you got? Any other news?
I do, just a couple little quick ones, just because they're weird. Engineers have created the whitest paint ever made.
The whitest
paint
like
ever made.
It's like my skin.
It's like us in the winter. It's so white that it cools surfaces, and they think that there's going to be really interesting application because it reflects so much light away that whatever it's on actually cools.
Like you painted a roof with it.
It would keep the place cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it reflects 98.1% of sunlight.
Wow. Is there a measurement on what, like, the next whitest was? Or?
The previous record was 95.5% of sunlight.
They upped it like 3%.
Yeah. So they're getting to all sunlight.
I'm impressed.
Next news. Have you been keeping up on the Royals at all?
I know the old guy died, right?
Yeah.
The old Harry guy went, but Megan didn't go.
Well, funny little interesting fact. Harry got a new title, Chief Impact Officer for the family. Chimpo for short.
No.
Yeah.
Chimpo? Okay.
Do you know what chimpo means in Japanese?
No.
Penis. So, Prince Harry's new job title is penis in Japanese. Prince Penis.
Yeah, I wonder how Megan feels about that one.
Yeah. All right, so I have two more. One will be pretty quick. They're animal related.
Okay.
Apparently, there's an aggressive goose on the prowl in New Jersey, so if you live over there, be careful.
Okay.
He's been spotted numerous times and has even knocked a man over.
Wow.
So beware of the geese in New Jersey.
Comes at you.
Yeah.
Like, come at me, bro.
Yes. And this last one is an animal that is up for adoption. This is a Chihuahua.
All right.
And for you animal lovers out there, this Chihuahua has been very hard to get a home.
No.
So the woman posted an adoption. This is her foster mom, and his foster mom. Sorry, the Chihuahua's name is Prancer, and the posting says, "Haunted Victorian child in the body of a small dog that hates men and children," or alternatively, a Chucky doll in a dog's body. She continues and says, "There's not a very big market for a neurotic, man-hating, animal-hating, children-hating dog that looks like a gremlin. But I do believe there's somebody out there for Prancer, because I'm tired, and so is my family. Every day we live in the grips of a demonic Chihuahua hellscape. He has created this in our home. Prancer only likes women, nothing else. He hates men more than women do, which says a lot. If you have a husband, don't bother applying unless you hate him." So, anybody out there looking for a new pet?
That phone is blowing off the
Yes.
hook, man.
That is Prancer the Hell Chihuahua.
Maybe they shouldn't have named him Prancer.
Yeah,
to start
right.
with, right? God.
Yeah, poor Prancer.
All right, Prancer.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Yes.
Cool. Man, Prancer. Dude, I did a deep dive into films.
Films.
We're going to talk a little bit about films in our Crazy Eight.
This does go with Crazy Eights. Well,
I saw an article, and then I jumped to another article because it kind of went deeper into it. The films that made the most money with the least amount of investment.
oh, so like the
Yeah.
cheapest films to make that did well.
That did really well.
They did really well.
Right.
Ah.
That had this huge jump in value because of it.
Can I propose a movie and you can
Yeah,
tell me if it made it?
propose some movies.
Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch came in at number 3.
They were on the list.
They were number
Cheap
3.
ass film made
Yeah.
of camcorders.
Budget was $600,000. But
that
it made,
much?
Yeah, it was surprised that it was that much too. But $600,000. It might have been some of the advertising costs as well.
Oh, yeah.
But budget of $600,000 made $247 million.
Jesus, that's
think
some
about the
ROI.
return on investment on
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
Any others that you can think of? That might,
Oh, yeah. Let me think. What about that movie? An 80s movie. Not Night of the Living Dead, but with the guy that overacts everything with the chainsaw for a hand.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, yes.
It's on the list. I
It is?
didn't put it on my list because there was hundreds of
Yeah,
them,
but
it was on the list. It was in the 30s or 20s somewhere.
Nice.
So yeah, it did very well. Some of the other notable ones were like Star Wars came in at number 27.
What? Star Wars? Didn't cost very much money to make?
Episode 4. The budget was high. It was $11 million budget.
The first Star Wars in the 70s.
very first one in the 70s.
A New
but
Hope,
it
right?
made $765 million. So on an $11 million investment, to
Yeah.
make $765 million.
Wow.
Another more modern one. We just shared this with our daughter. Napoleon Dynamite
Oh, that makes sense.
came in at
That
number
was good.
15.
Yeah.
Budget of $400K,
That
made
was a good
$46 million.
$400K, that's it?
$400K made $46 million.
Those actors didn't get paid very well.
There's a couple of Disney classic cartoon movies on there. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at
Makes
number
sense.
13 and Bambi at number 4. Pretty good sized budgets. $1.5 million for Snow White made $184, and $858,000 budget made $268 million.
Wow.
So great return for Disney.
Wow.
No wonder they're so rich.
Yeah.
Some others on the list. One of my favorites, Clerks, which introduced everybody.
Oh, that's
to,
a great one. Kevin Smith. Yeah.
was on the list at number 12. Budget of $27,000.
Oh, wow.
Made $3.9 million. I think Chasing Amy, his follow up to that, was on there as well.
Well, I watched a lot of careers too. Like so many actors from those movies.
Ben
went on.
Affleck,
Yeah.
and Shannon Doherty, all those people.
Yeah.
El Mariachi. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It was the prequel to Desperado.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? It was
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez's first film.
Yeah.
He did that for $7,000 and ended up making $2 million. So, not bad. Paranormal Activity. Those all make really good money, but the very first one had a budget of $450,000, made almost $200 million. That was number 2 on the list.
Any Hitchcock films on the list? I guess
Probably,
Yeah,
but a little farther back. What do you think was number 1? It kind of blew my mind because I didn't even think about this movie. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite characters.
the one that kind of pops to mind, and it's probably not true, but is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, that looked kind of
That
cheap.
would make sense. I didn't see that on the list, but it's not that it wasn't there. The number 1, Mel Gibson introduced the world to us.
Oh,
Mad Max.
really?
First one.
Oh,
$200,000 budget, made $100 million.
God, they did good with $200K.
Yeah,
That's still a good
$200K.
movie. I still enjoy it.
Very good movie. Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
still enjoy that one. So anyway,
That's dope.
Get $10,000 together, put together a movie.
Yeah.
Halfway decent.
Fucking hey, man.
Sell it for $1 million.
See if we can break that record.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll make a $5,000 movie. That'll.
Make a $500 movie on my iPhone and sell it for $10,000.
Speaking of which, just because in our last little bit of time, have you heard about Dogecoin going crazy?
Yes.
I got some Dogecoin. Let me tell the people my Dogecoin situation. I bought it before it went crazy just because I thought it was funny. And I spent $140 on Dogecoin.
Okay.
And it's now worth $957.
Wow.
It's going down again, though. But
Yeah.
I got into the Dogecoin game,
Nice.
which is pretty fun.
Nice.
So that's another cheap thing that was doing well.
Do it, make some money.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break.
Come back to some Crazy Eights.
Do it.
Let's do it. See you soon. It's time for Crazy Eights.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Well, what are we doing today?
Well, we did a movie theme,
we did.
as I mentioned.
You did.
And we did best villains from movies,
Best
right?
movie villain. This was fun. I enjoyed combing through my brain.
And there was a ton out there.
Yes.
You know, there's so many you could pick from. So many good characters.
So many.
And what's a better character than somebody that's evil, right? It's
Yeah.
a complicated evil being.
I feel like my favorite characters, as far as respecting the acting, are the villains.
Yeah.
The guy, when somebody pulls a good villain off, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's where everybody can be a hero, right?
Yeah. Well, can I start?
Yeah, do it.
All right. So my number one is actually, well, not number one. My bottom one, and these are in no particular order, is two people.
Okay.
It is Mike Myers and Vern Troyer, Dr. Evil and Mini-Me. Love those guys. They're kind of
I've been
villains.
so far removed from them, but he did such a good job. He got burned out after the third or fourth movie, right?
Yes.
But yeah, man, just such a well done spoof of everything.
Well, and the whole $1 million, that scene still is locked in my brain. It makes me laugh when I think about it.
Yeah. And Vern Troyer, God rest his soul.
Yes, it was so good.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my number 8, actually no particular order as well, but I had to throw in Hans Gruber.
Oh,
Alan Rickman is just the best, man.
He is so
everything he
good.
does. I really honestly thought about doing him as the Sheriff of Nottingham from that horrible Kevin Costner movie.
Yeah.
He's the only reason that movie is any good, right? Because he is such a good bad guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good. He's actually my number one.
Is he really? Okay.
Hans.
I blew it for you.
Hans Gruber. He's
Yeah.
good. All right. Well, my next one is. Have you seen the movie Training Day? Denzel Washington.
Oh,
Alonzo.
I almost thought about putting Alonzo on there.
He was such a good villain in that movie.
Oh my god.
I love that character.
He won an Academy Award for that too, didn't he?
I think he did. Yeah.
At least he was nominated.
Yeah, that end scene when he's yelling at the people in the street when he's kind of laid bare.
Yeah.
So good.
Man.
Love that character.
Yeah. My number 7, more recently, Loki from the MCU universe. I don't think anybody but Tom Hiddleston could play that character.
Yeah.
He does it so well. He's such a likable villain, right? And I'm looking forward. He's got a show coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. This guy goes back and forth and back and forth.
Well, he killed Phil Coulson. He murdered Phil Coulson, who's another super likable character, but yet I still like Loki.
Yeah. Yeah, and everything he did to Thor, and we just went through the last.
Yeah,
we went through Thor, the 3 Thor movies.
Okay,
and just watched them all, and of course he's a big part of all 3.
Yeah, well, hell, there's the scene in the Avengers where he holds that guy down and drills his eyeball out with a machine.
Yeah,
I mean he's evil, but
total bad
you
guy.
like him.
But he's so likable. And like I said, I think only Tom Hiddleston can play that character.
Oh, he does a great job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my next one is a Daniel Day-Lewis character. Have you seen The Gangs of New York?
Butcher Bill.
Yes,
right?
Butcher Bill. He's so good in that. He's just crazy. He's such a It's just I miss that. I don't know.
Another awesome actor.
Good movie, and I liked that character a lot.
The eyeball with the American Eagle.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes, it was a good one.
The guy that can go from that to playing Abraham Lincoln so effectively as well.
Yeah.
What an actor.
To the Last of the Mohican guy, Hawkeye.
Yeah, another great movie.
Yeah, is that Hawkeye? No.
It's Hawkeye, yeah.
It is Hawkeye, same as the Avengers.
Yeah.
All right.
My number 6, we're going to go back into the Wayback Machine. We're going back to the 60s. Angel Eyes from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Lee Van Cleef.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the...
I've seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but it's been so long.
Okay,
I can't think of him.
So you had the 3 characters. You had Clint Eastwood, which was sort of the good guy. You had Lee Van Cleef, which was the bad guy, and you had Eli Wallach, who played an awesome Ugly. And the three of them sort of competed. They had to pair up a little bit here and there. But Angel Eyes, just that mustache and those eyes, you know, just really good character. I grew up with that. I watched it every year it came out on the TV and just loved that movie.
That's good. That's good. I need to rewatch it. My next one is, have you seen the movie Snatch?
Yes.
The guy, his name's Alan Ford. He plays Bricktop, and he's the guy that feeds people to the pigs. And he's that older guy who's like kind of a gangster.
I've seen it once, and it was years ago, so I might have to rewatch that. Is that with? It's got Brad Pitt in it.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, he plays like a crazy gypsy kind of.
I apologize. 1 second. Nevaeh's going to join the show again. Hey, Nevaeh.
Hey, Nevaeh.
Could you come to the school?
I could in like about 10 minutes.
Why? What are you doing?
We're filming the show right now. We're on the show.
We're almost done.
Oh, my bad.
It's all right. I'll come pick you up in like 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Or you can just walk home too.
No, thank you. That's scary.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Right on.
She only is in about...
It's nice to have the kids join us.
Indeed. They're only about... She's like literally less than 5 minutes away, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a good dad. Good dad. But yeah, Bricktop was my next one.
Okay. My number 5, Heath Ledger's Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he got into that role like nobody could.
He's on my number 3.
Is he really?
That's such a... He did so good in that role.
Yeah.
He was so awesome.
Amazing.
So good. I actually had 2. I had Jack and Heath as my Jokers.
Nice.
They both
Yeah.
did well.
Nice combo too.
They're good. There's been so many good Jokers.
Yeah.
My next one is Thanos from the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin. I thought that was such a cool character.
Yeah, just...
Yeah,
you know,
and I kind of sympathized with him. He was just trying to depopulate the world because he thought things were getting a little crazy.
Better, right?
Yeah, like he had good intention. He just
and
went
actually
about it
probably was right. I don't want to kill half the universe,
no.
But yeah, if you cut it in half, I mean, more resources for the rest of us, right?
He did well.
My number 4 is Hannibal Lecter. I can't do it. Little fava beans and Chianti. Yeah. Man, this guy freaked me out.
Man, I have a hard time even thinking about him as a villain. I kind of liked him. I'm like, man, I mean, I know he was a villain. He ate people. He was awful.
He cut that guy's face off, put it on there.
That's bad. All right, well, I only have one left.
Okay.
Because I've had Hans Gruber and the Joker called already. But my number 1 then is an actor named Hugo Weaving.
Okay.
As Agent Smith in the Matrix series. He was good.
Anderson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was so good. It was like AI becoming sentient in a weird way. He was
crazy. Well, speaking of AI and robots and stuff, my number 3 is the Terminator, the T-800 for the very first Terminator movie. Man, could you imagine trying to escape the streets of LA with friggin' Arnold Schwarzenegger as a robot on your tail?
God.
Just blowing everything up.
Can't even shoot him. Can't hit him. Can't do nothing.
I'll keep going. My number 2 is Darth Vader. He would be my number 1, except he turned out to be a whiny little shit in future movies. But
he did.
As a 7-8-year-old in the late 70s, and seeing Darth Vader, he was just a complete badass.
My favorite, and I'm not on social media as much, but the favorite meme I've seen probably ever was one that you shared, where it showed social distance. Social distance Vader.
That's a good
killing people at a distance.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, my number 1, and I'm going to take you back to 91, I think, 92, 93, somewhere in there. There was a little movie called The Professional.
Okay.
Some know it as Leon the Professional.
Okay.
I think it was Natalie Portman's first movie. She was about 13 years old. But Gary Oldman. Plays
he's
a
good.
DEA agent that's all just drugged out and wacky and just unhinged, right?
He'd be good at that.
Yeah, he just steals the movie. He's the best thing about that movie. But his name was Stansfield, Agent Stansfield in the movie. He and his crew, his DEA crew, end up killing this family that is holding a bunch of cocaine for him. They miss the daughter, the 13-year-old, which is Natalie Portman. And in the same complex lives Jean Reno. Are you familiar with that actor, French actor? He plays a professional hitman that takes her under his wing and protects her.
Oh, okay.
A lot of action, a lot of fun, but friggin' Gary Oldman, can you just imagine just how
He's already,
crazy,
yeah.
sweaty.
Yeah.
You know, just crazy. Gotta watch that movie if you haven't
The
seen
Professional.
it. The Professional.
I will watch
It's sometimes known as Leon the Professional.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
All right. I'm going to have to check that out. Top villains are fantastic.
Right on, top villains, everybody. Send us a
Yeah, tell us
comment
what you
on
think.
who do we miss?
Yeah.
I'm sure we missed a lot.
Totally. Well, and with that, it's kind of a short show tonight.
Yeah.
We can close it out. My name's Kyle.
I'm not.
We'll see you next time. Sleep well. Get more than 6 hours. You don't want dementia. See you soon.